I mean, we live under a very unique situation. We have been one of the countries that have been over, since 1967, I mean, over 45 years under Israeli military occupation. And there are Israeli systematic policies which are resulting in, I mean, sometimes we say that although we have a Palestinian National Authority, this authority is also a little bit constrained by the Israeli policies. Israel, as an occupying authority, is still controlling the borders. They're controlling the land. They're annexing East Jerusalem illegally. They are building settlements and expanding settlements which are illegal on the occupied Palestinian territory. They are arbitrarily arresting people. Thousands are being arrested by the Israelis under administrative detention, without due process, without bringing charges against them. And this is really creating additional constraints on the Palestinian National Institution for Human Rights. We cannot only focus on internal violations of human rights by the Palestinian Authority. Sometimes the Palestinian Authority is really, its work is disrupted. They cannot do their job because of the occupation. Sometimes we are being criticized by the public that we're focusing on internal issues of violation, which is our mandate as a national institution. There are other human rights organizations that do the work of the Israeli violations. But sometimes we are obliged to extend our mandate to do issues that have to do with addressing the Israeli occupation and the violations that are committed by the Israeli occupation. Also, the constraints that we face, that we are not a sovereign state. We cannot sign and ratify international instruments. So we cannot make our government or our authority accountable to international human rights standards. We are not being bound by the new procedure, the new mechanism of the Universal Periodic Review. So again, we are left out of scrutiny, and the only thing that we can make best of it are the special procedures, and working with those special procedures in addressing human rights issues in Palestine. Without having a sovereign state, we cannot work normally, naturally, as a Palestinian national institution. So there are a lot of constraints. Not to mention also the internal conflict and the political divide that has taken place with taking over of Hamas, the Islamic movement in Gaza in 2007. We have two governments, we have two judicial systems, we have two different blocks, but a Palestinian Legislative Council meeting with one bloc in Gaza, while the Palestinian Legislative Council with all the parliamentary blocs is not meeting because of the internal political divide. This has increased tremendously the violations of human rights in the Palestinian controlled territory, and we have to address issues on different levels. We have to deal with different perpetrators of human rights violations, and this sometimes even makes us go and deviate from our own mandate of monitoring the official Palestinian institutions, which is within the mandate of national institutions to ensure protection and promotion of human rights by the Palestinian official institutions.